Hey, what is going on, good people, and welcome back to the English courtroom. So let's jump in and see where we were. How did I get into this? What an amazing place to start. I'm backed into a corner before I've even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers travelling inside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. Okay, so we know the victim. The other... No, not the point. Was the accused. I'm not gasping that many times. Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you? Right, what evidence have we got? Armband. I think we looked at that. Autopsy report. Cause of death as internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Okay. Between 10 and 11. That may come into importance at some point while journeying. Okay. Oh yeah, and he had blood on the gloves, didn't he? Oh man, that's pretty blatant. Damn. Blood stain on the glove. This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day in London. Well, nothing will come of grumbling now. No. By the way, is he right-handed? Yes, I believe so. He was toying off a coin in his right hand a little earlier. Ah, pity. If only he'd been left-handed. I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really. Yeah, good shout. Wait, can we turn them? Yeah. Well, didn't do much good. Onwards. Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening, but whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken of a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. Ah, the old slept through the murder blag. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilting so it is, and when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got onto the gloves then after the man had been killed. Damn, we can't see his hands. You never know. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? Damn. Hitting the table. Let's go. There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Oh yo, they're popping off. She stopped her knitting. It's getting serious. Order! 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 When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. We'll do one gasp, that's fine. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all. Alright, a bit of cross-examination. Let's go. Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring in the witnesses at once. Oh man, why is he so cold? What? What's under his hat? I can smell it a mile away.
Witnesses, your names and occupations.
Oh man. What the hell kind of voice? 3 different voices? Come on, man. Screw it.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End.
Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city.
My name's First. Lady First? What? I, make hats for gents.
Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witness to the aforementioned incident.
Weird. I usually say on the bus, not in the bus.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Quite right.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir.
Very well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
Okay, Judge getting serious. He wants to hear it. Testimony. What the witness saw.
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts.
What?
That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed. I did. Couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus. And then I saw it too.
Why's he got a whip? I suppose the bus is going to be a horse and carriage, right?
Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, counsel.
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes.
Well, in that case, hell yeah, manning up with the slaps now. How could those 2 witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. Nice. Bling! What is under the hat? I'm gonna guess a mouse.
How quaint. I dread that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you even travelled in an omnibus?
No. We only arrived in London this morning and came straight to court.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is.
What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
A carriage is designed to be moved after all. Presumably you understand that much.
Man, this guy's an ass. I can't wait till we embarrass him.
The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building.
Here? What? The entire carriage?
Bailiff,
Do as I say.
bring forth the stricken omnibus.
Alright, more evidence. 5th Baker Street, hell yeah. So, that's an omnibus. The omnibus. Well, you can't see inside that. Why was he like, you idiot, you can't understand anything? Oh, unless you sit up top. Then that clearly explains it. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers.
Ah, must have been up top.
4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin and another 4 on the rooftop deck below.
Or above, I should say.
Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus.
What?
And I should point out to our foreign guests.
Ah, window from below. Got ya.
There is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
Okay. Wait, but maybe they were sitting in the front seats. Ah, then you couldn't see what's behind you. Ah, a skylight. Ha!
The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats of this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, Counsel, this is a first. In all my years beside the bench, I've never experienced the crime itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence.
Nice.
That is the prosecution's wish.
What? Take that off immediately.
Very well, I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
Diddly-ding. Inside and on the roof, okay. I can't believe it! The entire crime scene entered as evidence!
Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary.
I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here.
Let us continue with proceedings then. Your cross-examination, Counsel.
Right. So we're actually going to have to cross-examine all that nonsense. Fair enough. Let's get a little safety save on. See if we can inspect the carriage. And then... Oh no, I didn't mean to press that. Shit, all that. There we go, 3rd time lucky. Examine. Yeah. Okay. Light it up. Open it. Job masters, what? London head office.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
Ha! The scene of a murder. It's horrible. Oh, yo. Damn. Look at the blood. That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's obviously.
Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Would you really stab someone in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Okay. Oh, yo. We got some rules, maybe. Ah, that's a poster for the great exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centrepiece of the whole exposition.
Ooh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing of excitement at the prospect of such a grand event.
Okay. Ah, I thought I might have been like a little view gimmick you could see. Oh, that wouldn't really make a difference. Oh, yo. What's in here? This seat is a handle, it seems. What's in it? This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running. Feeding tubs, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So, it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems. There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to stow their luggage, that's for sure. Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway. Oh, is that all we get from that? Is there another handle? Dagnabbit! Oh, yo, this might get us onto something. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it? Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. And there doesn't appear to be a handle or a catch of any description, so I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. Oh, yo. But someone could have hopped down and done the stabbing. Ah, that's supposed to be the great exhibition at Shooter. What? Shit. I'm not fizzing. How dare you? Okay. Ladder did nothing. Phoenix Wright Omnibus. Yeah. Easter egg, baby. That looks like a catch. Found it. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. That's not good for us. What? What about the catch? You bastard. This doing anything for you? Can we look under the belly? No. Denied. Jobmaster's head office. Yeah, what if we examine the bench? Probably not going to do much. So, this is the roof deck. Oh, you must have a wonderful view of the streets from up here. So people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them, and they have to pay money to do so? Welcome to London, baby. Rah! I can't imagine how cold it must feel. That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as a punishment? It's called going to work, baby. Get used to it. Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late. What? No, definite. I wish we could zoom in a bit. Damn. No. Right, we'll try one more time for this catch. Bit more, bit less. Shit. Right, that'll do, I guess. Back to court.
Pray don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights.
Well, I got a sword, so you better shut up. Deep breath. Grab the hilt and swing. Alright, my first cross-examination in a British court. Whoa. Serious? Focus, Ryu, focus! What time are we on? Hey, maybe squeeze out a little 10-minute action if we're lucky. Okay. Now, I suppose we'll save again just so we're here and don't have to do... What? I suppose it was just two things and him slapping his face. Okay, I think that one's alright. Oh, we should be pressing! Well, let's see if there's anything really obvious first. Wow, what about this though? I don't think they were next to each other. Weren't they opposite each other? Let's press that.
Hold it!
Hold it! And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage. What is this? That's right, when you sit up on the top deck. Okay. What? What was all that? There was a lamp on inside, so I had a pretty good view. The two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. Well, that's pretty blatant, but there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was him. Yeah, don't be that blatant in court. How can you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature.
Okay.
I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else.
Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased and him. There is no room for doubt here.
I really wish there was. Well said, mate. And out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged the knife. Reached over where, though?
Hold it!
Because that's a weird angle to stab someone if they're sat next to you. Just sort of reaching over and plunging it in. And I swear they were opposite each other. I'm not sure why I think that. It must have been mentioned. You actually saw the exact moment it happened?
Didn't I already testify to that?
Whoa, he's getting serious.
Or our fair dinkum hard-working Citibankers not considered trustworthy these days?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. This is no good. I've really got his back up. That's good, though. Surely. Perhaps... Oh, yo. So, I think from what I saw there, he was saying something like, tell us in more detail. Is that weird, corrupt-looking guy with the knife?
My lord. Huh? Juror number 3, what's the meaning of this?
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what?
I don't like the stinking rich, never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them.
Damn, is he a magician?
And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me.
What's he doing? Oh, is he just casting his vote already?
There's no point wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway.
Bit excessive.
That is precisely what I was about to say. As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors.
No, it's not. Just vote fairly. It's not about setting examples. What is happening here? Let me see. Ah, yes, it seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts. With fire? Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we saw a moment ago. Damn. So, if these enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean?
It means game over.
Let's hope that's part of the plot and that me pressing hasn't triggered that. But I suppose it would have taken a life off us, right? So yeah, it must be plot. Let's do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. Now I'm even more worried than I was before. Okay.
Very well, the court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
This is a nightmare. Oh yeah, we read that. So he didn't actually finish that statement. If we press him again... Oh, this is bad. It probably will just repeat the cutscene, no? Oh, maybe. Nice.
Why don't you ask the young man next to me?
Oh, is that how the gimmick works?
Excuse me.
Oops.
Excuse me.
Oh, how can I help you, sir? That last statement, did it trouble you in some way? Not particularly, sir, no. If anything, he's troubling me with that hat of his. Has he greased his head?
Oh dear, sir. I hope my hat's not troubling you, sir. I'm still just an apprentice, you see. Even the witnesses can see what's going on through your mind. You really must be more careful.
I wish it were that simple. Oh, it didn't take a life. Oh, so he's like noticeably nervous, so maybe that's what he was on about. Yeah, sure, let's press him.
Hold it!
You stabbed him, you say? And you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Yeah, that's right.
I was up on the roof seats.
Why is he so cold? He was the driver, right?
I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly, that huge great knife.
A grim sight indeed.
That didn't help me at all. Uh-oh. The jury look like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before.
That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that he's telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Yeah, good point.
Mr. First,
Yes, sir?
is this the knife you saw?
Hey, more evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. Yes, that's it. The very one, sir.
Is that?
Yes, Counsel, this is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart.
Hey, got the vampire humour sprinkled in.
That is a blade of considerable size, Counsel.
It is, and furthermore the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar.
Oh, please no.
M for Magnus, perhaps? Or McGilded, possibly? Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake.
Good alliteration for the cuss. Gotta love it. But there are M's everywhere. Like McDonald's. Like in Mason. Oh damn. Serious objection.
This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Ah,
Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, Counsel.
the largest knife that was found lodged in his abdomen. Its quality and fancy ornamentations, it might be quite valuable. Got ya? Oh damn.
My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
Juror number 2, go on.
He is a pillar of society and a gentleman gentleman's words should be sacrosanct. However,
Uh-oh.
those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Wait, what are you about to do?
Dispose of the rubbish.
Oh, so what are there, 3 left? Hopefully we can get it to an even 3 and then the judge will do the deciding vote or whatever. No!
I don't wish to cause offence, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime.
Hold it! No, not you as well!
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion.
Righty guys, it is the half-hour mark, so we will see what she is about to do next time, although it looks pretty unfortunately obvious. So let's get the old save on. Damn, this is getting spicy, I'm loving it so far. Righty guys, if you like the looks of any of these suggested videos flooding the screen, then check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you think. If you've missed any great Ace Attorney, catch up, because you know how insane the twists and turns get on this plot, and you guys might have missed something I haven't even clocked yet. And as always, the main thing, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.